Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we're jumping straight into a shoulder workout. Best day of the week, my favorite day of the week. Gotta blow up those shoulders, get nice and wide, so when you're on stage, your waist is thin, your shoulders are wide, you got a nice V-taper. So right now we're warming up the rotator cuff. I have a 5-pound dumbbell there, doing about 2 to 3 sets of rotator cuff exercises just to warm up the shoulder, get them ready for shoulder press, and here doing a few side raises just to make sure that I have enough blood in there. Again, 2 to 3 sets of this, about 15 to 20 reps. Again, not trying to do anything crazy, just pre-exhausting the shoulders and getting them all warmed up. Alright, we did some warming up, did some rotator cuff exercises and some standing dumbbell press. Now we're going to start with sitting dumbbell press, about 5 sets. So I know it is loud in 24-hour fitness, so if you didn't hear what I said, we did some rotator cuff exercises, and then I did 3 sets of standing dumbbell press just to make sure that my shoulders are all good and warmed up. I did about 3 sets, just 12 to 15 reps, just getting them warmed up, about 25 pounds all the way up to 45 to 50 pounds. Then we jump straight into some seated dumbbell press. Now with the seated dumbbell press, it's your first exercise that we're really going heavy. Now that I'm dieting, I really can't go as heavy as I would like, but I do want to keep the weight pretty heavy. So instead of going for 10 to 12 reps, I usually stick with 8 to 10 reps. I start with the 75 pounds, as you just saw, and then I usually go about 10 to the 85s. Now after that, I do 3 working sets of 8 to 10 reps, and really depending on the day, how I feel at that point in time, and how much food I usually got in the night before and that morning, I'll go anywhere between 90 to 100 pounds. Some days I can do 100, some days I can only do 90. Just depends, just feel your body out. Don't do anything that you can't do that day. And again, like I always say, form is everything. If you can't do that first rep by yourself, then do not do it at all until you can. So you see I kick them up myself, really make sure that I'm good and ready to go, and I bang out a few reps. Now after this, we go into some standing barbell press behind the head. So enjoy these next few clips of me doing some seated dumbbell press, and then we'll hop into that exercise. Real quick, this is my second or third set of the 90s. Did not go heavier than this today. Really didn't feel it. Maybe next time, but once we start getting the food intake back up and gaining some weight, we'll definitely break the hundreds and go up to the 105s or 110s, so stick around for that, and enjoy.
That's right, Josh. Got big jaws.
Alright, so my boy Bill, Big Bill from the gym, was nice enough to record for me. He actually just got a camera, so he's going to be doing some videos himself. But here we go, warm up of my second exercise, the standing behind the head barbell press. This is, without a doubt, my favorite exercise to do on shoulder day. Like I always say, I know I say it all the time, but form. I go nice and slow, not going fast at all, really making sure that I'm getting a good squeeze on my rear delts, because it's very hard to really feel the rear delts in this exercise, and in general it's a very small muscle, and you want to make sure that you can hit it at any point in time. So I'm going nice and slow on these, really making sure that I feel them. I did 5 sets of this for about 10 to 12 reps. And now, since the rear delts are all warmed up, we're going to do some rear delt flies. Another great way to hit the rear delts in this one. And this is going to be a superset. So this is going to be dumbbell rear delt flies superset with rope pulls. Rope pulls are great because after you are done exhausting the rear delts with about 30 to 40 pounds of dumbbell weight, you go into the cable, and I go really light. I go 30 pounds on this. And this is not about weight at all. This is all about getting blood in there. The rear delt is tiny. You need to get a lot of blood in that muscle to make sure that you are tearing the muscle fibers and just getting as much blood in there as possible. I get around 15 to 20 reps, and I do 4 sets of this. So I go straight from the dumbbell into the rear delt, and now you're going to get a nice view of what I do here. Now, another reason why I'm very happy that I started to record myself is to watch my own form. You know, it's hard to really focus hard on how you are doing the exercise yourself. So as you can see, my right elbow is going a little bit higher than my left. So now I know in the future to really focus on making sure that I do both sides equally. And then we jump straight into my next favorite rear delt exercise, which is the face pulls. And you can see I'm going really slow, and it's a killer. It really is. So make sure that you do it. Again, I do about 4 sets. I get 12 reps on the dumbbells, and then I get 15 to 20 on the rope pulls.
There we go. Good job, Roy.
Thank you.
Exercise number 4. Side lateral raises seated with dumbbells, superset with, or actually drop set with a lighter weight. I'm doing 22.5 pounds, drop set to 8 pounds. Now I let myself swing a little here. I get 12 reps. I do about 4 sets of this. And I let myself swing because all of the pain is going to be right now. Those weights may look tiny, but I'm telling you, after you do 15 reps of this, on the first set, you're going to be dying, and the next 3 sets are going to be horrible. But with my grip on this one, I actually change it compared to when I'm doing the 22.5s. You have to pretend like you're pouring out water from a glass as you're going up. So your wrist actually will twist a little bit, and that's going to get a nice cut where your shoulder meets your brachialis muscle, which is right in between your tricep and your bicep. That's going to get a nice little cut, and it's really going to do some damage in a very good way. Now I got a nice 360 view going on of what I'm doing. You can see that cut I was talking about. The definition right now is pretty good. I'm weighing around 200 pounds consistently. Before Memorial Day weekend, I weighed about 197, and then after that point, it was just I just can't really not eat too much anymore. I want to eat a little bit more. I'm happier at around 200 to 202 than I am at 198, and probably in about a month, I'm going to shoot up to about 220, and then hopefully gain some size slowly after that point, because before I started dieting, I weighed 220, so I know I'm going to get back up to there easily. But other than that, now we're jumping into some rear delt flies. Again, I love hitting the rear delt because it's a very tiny muscle. You got to get a lot of blood in there. And this one, no heavy weight at all. I have 7 pounds on each side, which is the lightest that you can do on this machine. This is the free motion machine. So I'm doing 5 sets of 15 to 20 reps, making sure that I'm getting a very, very good squeeze. That's what you have to focus on for this muscle right here. So here's another view. I actually like this view a little bit better than someone filming it for me. So enjoy. And now for the last exercise, we are jumping into some side lateral raises on the cable machine. For this, your shoulders should be completely done at this point. If you do follow the workout exactly like I did, your shoulders should be completely done. And now the main focus here is just getting the last bit of blood in there as possible. You can see I'm doing the lightest weight that you can on this machine, which is 20 pounds. And I'm doing 5 sets of 12 reps on this. And just getting to 12 alone was a challenge on each set. I mean, my shoulders were done. So this is the last thing before we jump into traps. So make sure that you get everything out now.
Good day.
Shoulders is done. Thank God. You can see here I'm doing the same thing that I was doing when we first started to warm up. I'm just doing some rotator cuff exercises to make sure that I don't get injured. Knock on wood, the last thing I want to do is injure my shoulder, because after that point you really can't work out much. So when it comes to traps, I only do traps. I do one exercise when I do shoulders. And it's never really anything heavy. I don't go and put 3 plates on each side of a barbell and shrug them for 10 sets. I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me. So what I usually do is I'll do what I'm doing right now. I'll get a lat pull down bar, and I'll just do some cable shrugs. I'll do them for about 5 sets, about 100 pounds. And I go for about 12 reps. And I mean, after this point, my traps feel good. I really don't want my traps to be too big, because the bigger your traps are, the smaller your shoulders look. And I definitely don't want that. So this was a great workout. Just getting some more blood on my rear delts, making sure that they're all good. And this was really good. I hope you guys follow it and enjoy, and have a great day.
All right, guys, I just filmed an incredible shoulder workout for you. My hair is all sweaty. Usually shoulders take me like an hour. Today it took like 2, because I want to make sure I got some good shots for you guys. So I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna edit it right now. I'm gonna upload my back video that I did yesterday. And I'm just trying to get as many videos out as possible. I want you guys to see what I got. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And share, like, subscribe. I need a little outro, like, you know, like Chris Jones has that and all that crap. So I need to think of something, but be good.